What's going on, guys? I just wanted to say thank you so much for all the support that you guys have been doing. I don't know if a few of you noticed yesterday, I posted this same mage video that I'm about to show you right now, but I accidentally made the video and the mic was turned off the entire time. I didn't even notice. I posted it all the way to YouTube, so rip to me. But I know a lot of you have been requesting a mage build. For those of you that don't have access to all my builds, they are listed in my Discord in case you want to go ahead and go there. Just copy the picture over. I do have them in picture format for you guys. But without further ado, let's get to this mage build. Alright guys, now I wanted to show you really quick, when you go into my Discord, the first thing you're going to see is a read for access page. You just have to click that little heart, as many of you have already done. Once you have access to the Discord, by clicking on this heart, you're going to see a category that says FAULT. You're going to click on FAULT to open it if it's not already open on your screen, and then you're going to go to WinDo FAULT builds. There you're going to be able to see all my builds and all the future builds that I'll be posting. They are going to go on Discord first before I make a video about them. So if you want quick access to them, they're right there. Worst comes to worst, you could always wait for the video, because I promise as long as the build is on that page, you'll get a video on it. I got you. But let's get right to the mage build now. My DPS mage build. This is going to be straight Dukem Nukem. You're destroying and melting people. What we're going to start off with this time is the aspects. Now, for those of you that haven't noticed, on my builds, I have it at the bottom. Pro tip, select aspects that color match the items you're building. So I do give you freedom of choice. Now, I will tell you, I suggest Magician and Queen. I'll explain why. With Magician, as a mage, you're going to be getting 0.5% missing mana regen per second. That's fucking huge. As the game progresses, as you build more mana, not only through levels but through items, the more mana you spend, the more mana you get back. You will never find a moment where you're out of mana. First thing. Second thing, damaging an enemy with an ability reduces the cooldown for your ultimate by 2 seconds. As a Gideon, as a Countess, as a Belaga, everybody knows your ultimate is going to be your bread and butter. And since you already are going to have non-stop mana, you're literally going to be spamming abilities left and right. You're literally going to be getting closer and closer to that ultimate. The closer you are to that ultimate, the more impactful you're going to be in team fights, and the quicker you can turn a fight around. Now, the reason why I suggest Queen, the first effect, 1 energy power for every 6 minion kills. Think of that. As you're laning, as you're going through, 1 power per every 6. So if you get to the point where you're literally like, I don't know, let's say for example, 180 minions in, which is a good amount of minions, right? At that point, you're going to be getting quite a bit of power. You get where I'm coming from? So as the game progresses, you're already getting stronger. Keep that mentality in mind, because that's going to be the entire focus of this build. Let's go with item number 1. Item number 1 is going to be Mana Lens. Mana Lens, 75 energy power, +1 per rank, 10% cooldown reduction, 684 mana. Now be mindful, all that mana that you're adding is helping that effect that you have earlier. More mana you're missing, the more mana you're getting. Plus you're getting 75 energy power. Plus you're getting 10% cooldown reduction, and every ability you cast already helps the cooldown reduction of your ultimate. Huge. Now, the 1 per rank, for those of you that don't know, in FAULT, you do get Favor. Favor is what you can spend at the top of your inventory when you're in the middle of a match. Now, you can only invest your Favor into the colors that match the aspects that you chose in the beginning. So since we're choosing 2 blue aspects, you can invest the Favor into blue. Now, that means every item that's blue that you see that says +1 per rank or plus X amount per favor or whatever, that's an infinitely scaling item. And as long as you continue to put favors in there, the item gets stronger. So not only are you going to get infinitely stronger with this Mana Lens, you're also getting the cooldown, you're also getting the mana, and then you receive 2% of your max mana as energy power. So the more mana you build, the more damage you do. Again, keep in mind, we're going full damage. I'm talking about Dukem Nukem type of build, which brings me to Warlock wares. Now, these are the movement boots. They give you 100% movement, but 13 penetration plus 5 per rank. So if you have 10 favors, it's an extra 5 penetration you're gonna get. That makes this item 18. If you have 10 favors, I'm sorry, if you have 20 favors, if you're like super fed, then at that point you're gonna get an extra 10 penetration out of this. This item is huge and it's only 1100. That's why we build it second. In FAULT, it is essential to build your boots second at the latest because movement is key. And especially if you're not running Gideon, if you decide to do like a Countess or a Bellica or any other type of mage in the middle, at that point, you're going to need that ability speed. So, I mean, sorry, not that ability speed, that movement speed. So that's why we're building Warlock's Wear second. Now, immediately, we're going into Warlock's Opus. Now, Warlock's Opus is another huge power spike item. 72 energy power plus 1 per rank. So this one is scaling as well. Be mindful, all the favors that you put into blue go to all the blue items that stack infinitely. So those 10 favors, those 20 favors get applied to all of these. 20 favor on Warlock's Opus gives you another 20 fucking damage. Now, the passive is why we're putting this item in third. The passive is 30% energy armor penetration. The fact that you're building armor as your third item, this is going to be one out of two things. Either tanks that have already built energy armor, or you're going to start to hurt them more, or people that haven't built energy armor, you're going to go through that basic armor that they got with your pen, and you're going to fucking destroy them. Because at this point, you're stacking stupid amount of power. But it's not done there. Let's go now to Apocalyptic Epitome. Now, Apocalyptic Epitome, again, 70 energy power, plus 1 per rank, infinitely scaling power on this item. 15 energy penetration, again, so more pen on top of that. 200 health, not bad. Gives you a little bit of health there for sustainability. But here's the key, the passive. Abilities gain an extra 20% additional damage to targets under 30% health. What does that mean? Your fourth item is going to make sure that you're a last hit king with those ability or queen. And at that point, you are going to make sure that you get the kills. You're going to make sure that you keep on stacking your favor by getting those kills. And you're going to make sure that you keep on stacking that damage by getting those kills. So that's why this item is going to be essential on spot number 4. Moving forward, we're going to go ahead and go to Cursed Remnant. Again, 80 energy power on this one, plus 1 per rank, another infinitely stacking damage item, 10% cooldown, helping your ult and your abilities even further, 300 health. But this passive, every time that you land an ability, you apply trauma to a target for 3 seconds, which means it reduces their healing from all sources by 55%. That means item number 5 is specifically going to be against teams that have a Chimera, against teams that have a Narbash, people that are taking advantage, or even a Countess, even people that are taking advantage of healing from any source. That you're going to remove that as soon as you hit him with that Gideon Rock, as soon as you hit him with that Void Bomb by Bellica, as soon as you even hit him with the teleport from Countess. You get me? So that's why item number 5 is going to be essential, because it not only helps reduce the healing, but it's also going to it's also going to peak your power spike even further. Now, number 6 and last one, Arcane Amplifier. This one is the Mac Daddy, the absolute Duke Nukem item, but there's a reason why it's number 6. This item gives you 125 energy power, almost double of the rest of the items, plus 1 per rank. It's also infinitely stacking. All the previous favor will apply to this item. It's not like only the new favors apply. So as you go through it, all that favor you built is going to make even this item even more powerful. But here's why we put it last. 3600. This item is damn near almost twice the price of some of the items that we have on the build, and is definitely the most expensive. You do not want to set yourself behind too far by building something that's way too damn expensive, way too quick. That's why we're building this last. But the passive that this get, all energy power is increased by 120%, guys. Everything that we've stacked, all the cards, all the favors, all that damage now is 120% stronger. That's literally double the power plus another 20%, guys. Once this card is there, this is one rock drop stop. This is legit Bellica Void Bomb out of here. This is a Countess ult. You're gone. No time to look back at you. With this fucking build, guys, you guys are going to destroy anybody that comes your way. I promise you that. I promise you that you're going to melt any person that comes by. But that's pretty much it for the build. I do hope that you guys enjoyed it. Thank you so much for all the support you guys have been providing. I'm going to be releasing other videos like the same day today. Actually, I'm also releasing the ability brawler build, which is typically used in the solo lane. So be on the lookout for that. Be on the lookout for the rest of these builds. Again, check my Discord if you haven't already. Join the community. But much love and thank you so much for watching. You guys take care.